Lucinda, I can understand not using your chauffeur, but let me drive you out there.
No.
It will be dark by 6 and the roads are slick, especially those back roads.
Nope. No, Ambrose, this time I gotta go by myself. I gotta meet this woman and find out what it is that she really knows and what she really wants. I got my meeting. I don't want you scaring her off.
Well, be careful, please.
Oh, shut up. Shut up, Ambrose. Get out. Shut up.
Why haven't you ever explained why you didn't tell me the truth?
Sierra. Oh, my baby. My poor Sierra.
Lily was in tears when she ran out of Sierra's apartment. I can't find her anywhere.
It's all over, Lucinda. You've told one lie too many. The world's been built on them and it's rotten to the core. Your whole world is going to come crashing down around your ears.
Please don't give any more secrets. Please, you promised to be no more secrets. Secrets.
Oh, God. Dim your headlights. I've got my glasses.
Doc, Sierra said that Lily was crying when she left her apartment this afternoon, so I'm worried about her.
You tried the Snyder farm? She seems to like to go over there.
Yes, I tried the Snyder farm. I called the stables. I tried to speak to Ms. Walsh, but she was doing something with her lawyer. She acted like she didn't even hear me.
You know something? You spend half your life trying to pull Lily through some kind of trauma or another. She's messed up. Well, I suppose you'd be messed up, too, if Lucinda Walsh was your mother.
Son, so what? I mean, I care about her. You can't just turn off your feelings. You can't do that.
I can control mine.
Well, you can't, huh? It's the same way you controlled your feelings. I remember that night, John, as you came back to the apartment after you found out Sierra had been married. You didn't control your feelings so well then, did you? I'm gonna go try to call her again. I remember that night you came back to the apartment after you found out Sierra had been married. You didn't control your feelings so well then, did you?
Sorry that you were hurt again, Anna. I wish I could help you. There's some... Look, for what it's worth, Lucinda really does love you.
Why would she try to trick me into selling her free
She's
spirit?
trying to help you. She knows you need that money for college.
Even if she is trying to help, doesn't she see that's manipulating?
No,
Can't
she
see
doesn't
that?
see anything. She only sees what she wants and how to get it. And as soon as you understand that about her, it's going to be so much easier to accept her. Forgive her sometimes.
I wish I could forgive her. I wish that she'd tell me why she didn't want anyone to know that I'm her daughter. See, that's the part I can't forgive and I can't understand.
She's frightened of something, and I think that it has to do with those strange phone calls that she's been getting.
What could frighten her so much that she would deny her own flesh and blood?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's important. She's willing to risk losing you.
The location is Route 36 going north, about a quarter mile from Rudy's Cafe. The car went down the embankment. The driver is female. She is pinned behind the wheel. She is unconscious, but I did find a pulse. Tell the ambulance to move it, or she might not be alive when it gets here.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by today's all-temperature cheer. 3 temperatures, 1 great clean. And by Mr. Clean. For a clean so shiny, you have to ask, is it wet or is it dry?
You never listen.
What?
I said you never listen.
Sorry, Mom, I wasn't listening.
You were going to wash all your grungy soccer gear in the same temperature, right?
Right.
Wrong.
But the mud's the same.
But the clothes are different.
So?
So, Cheer listens. Why don't you?
It listens to what?
To your clothes. They ask for different temperatures. See, the shorts in hot, this jacket in warm, and the shirt in cold, or it fades.
I need 3 detergents?
No, just one. All temperature Cheer. See? Hot, warm, cold.
This grunge and cold? Come on, Mom.
Wayne, listen to your mother. See, your shorts, your jacket. How about that shirt?
Where's the mud?
Now will you listen?
Hey, Mom!
3 temperatures, 1 great clean. That's today's all-temperature cheer.
You know, soft cleansers are a great idea, except for one thing. They don't clean that well.
Introducing one that does. Now there's a new soft cleanser with cleaning power that's amazing. New Mr. Clean Soft Cleanser with an active formula that actually cuts through grease and grime on contact. So new Mr. Clean cleans better.
He safely cleans with lots of muscle and lets the shine come through.
You're quite a man.
The better cleaning soft cleanser. New from Mr. Clean.
Introducing a breakthrough in dryness. A diaper so revolutionary that even when it's wet, it's dry. Incredible new Ultra Pampers. What makes Ultra Pampers so incredible? It's the only diaper with a thin lock-away core. Watch. Regular diapers can keep wetness next to baby skin, so when they're wet, they're this wet, but you can't squeeze it out. See? Even when they're wet, they're dry. It's the newest member of the Pampers Blue Waist Shield family. Incredible new Ultra Pampers. Even when they're wet, they're dry. The driest ever.
I haven't had a chance to tell you how proud I am of you.
For what?
For staying in Oakdale. And for this. It's about time you started a business of your own.
Yeah, better late than never, huh?
Yeah. You know, you're going to be very successful, Craig.
Yeah, well,
You can feel it.
it'll keep me busy. It's what I need right now. You haven't told me what kind of advice you needed.
Yeah, I guess I got a little sidetracked. Well, I need your advice because it has to do with Mrs. Walsh.
Sure, okay.
See, Brian McCall wants to write a story for the Argus on Mrs. Walsh and me. So I guess the slant would be how I found my mother after all these years.
You sure you want something like that in print?
Well, it's not exactly a secret anymore.
Well, I can tell you that Lucinda's not exactly going to print it in the City Times either.
I know. That's what Brian said, too.
I don't know, you might find out some answers. Lucinda said that whatever it was frightening her would come out if everybody knew that you were her daughter. This might be the way to force the issue.
I mean, I don't want to force it, not if people get hurt. But then again, I'm not very good at hiding the truth, either.
You see, it becomes a very difficult decision.
Will you think about it for me? I'm sorry to come to you. I just didn't know who else I could turn to.
Don't say sorry. I will always be here for you.
Thanks.
It's getting late. I'll drive you home.
Thanks. I'd like that.
Operator, would you please keep trying that number and call me back? All right, thanks very much. You know, it's almost 12:30 in London. Where do you suppose Penny is?
Oh, she's probably out with Anton somewhere, just having a great time. I wish my life were half as exciting as theirs.
Lisa. You know what's exciting to me?
Just to be right here, making dinner, knowing that my family is safe, and that we're all going to be together tonight.
Kim, darling, I know you've really been through a really horrible, horrible time, and I just feel that you haven't told everyone everything that went on. Why don't you let me take over this party and do it for you, huh?
Oh, heavens, no, I want to do it myself. It's good for me to concentrate on something positive, for heaven's sake.
Well, hi.
Oh, Ellen, hi, honey. Oh, what did I have you home?
Oh, Nancy and Chris are having Danny and me over for dinner, and I had to come by and say hello.
I'm so glad.
Well, Ellen, now that you're here, why don't you come over here and help me with this guest list for Nancy and Chris's anniversary party?
Nancy told me that you're planning something very special.
Oh, you bet we are, and we're expecting you and Dee and Annie and David to be here with bells on.
You know, I am not sure that David is going to be here.
Oh, Ellen, come on now. I know he's in New York doing research, but I thought that was, what, a couple of weeks?
I know, so did I, but I spoke with him earlier, and he said that he may have to go directly to Switzerland.
Oh, no.
Well, it's not easy being married to a man who's married to his work.
Oh.
Speaking of work, did you know that Betsy's thinking of getting a part-time job?
No. What does Steve think about that?
Well, I'm not sure, but it's something that's very important to her right now. She feels she needs it, and I advised her to stand up for what she wants.
Good.
So when you see her, you might just give her a little encouragement.
You bet I will.
Well, I guess I better get back to Nancy and Chris. No, that's their old address, Lisa. You've got the spelling wrong. I can never understand your handwriting anyway. Well, I'll think about the guest list, and if you need anyone to address those envelopes so as legible handwriting, let me know.
Poor darling. It must be terrible to be married and to be so lonely. I mean, it's hard enough not to be married. Ask me, I should know.
So how was your date with Earl Mitchell? You haven't told me about that.
Kim, I had the most wonderful time. Do you know, we just had half a dinner. Then a big brawl broke out, and we were all huddled together in a paddy wagon, and we went to jail. What? But we got it cleared up, and we came back, and we had champagne at Diana's. It was the most fun I've had.
Oh, honey, we're right in here.
Come, help me with this address thing for Nancy and Chris's 50th anniversary.
Oh, let me see that.
Hi, Doc.
You really know that many people?
I like Dr. Michaels a lot.
Oh, I'm so glad.
It's kind of hard to talk about Doug and what happened, but she thinks it's only a matter of time before I get my bad feelings behind me.
Good. I'm sure she's right.
I hope so. She also said that this feeling I have about not being able to remember something may simply be part of the traumatic experience. There may be nothing to remember.
Oh, gosh.
I'll bet that's exactly what it is.
But, you know, I still have this feeling that I blocked something out. She said that if I felt that way after a few sessions, then we'd try hypnosis, see if that would bring everything back.
My mother would have a lot of these.
Thanks for the ride home. Would you like to come in?
No. Good night.
Craig,
Yeah.
would you mind doing me one more favor? Would you call Dusty and make sure Lily's okay?
Yeah, I was planning on doing that anyway. It's been hard on all of us, but I think it's been hardest on Lily. She's too young to understand any of this.
I wish I hadn't told her about my last run-in with Mrs. Walsh. I had no idea it would get her so upset.
Don't worry about Lily, okay? I'll track her down.
She adores you, you know.
I love her. Always have. Good night.
Antonio, hi, I was just about to come in. Craig gave me a ride home.
Hello, Tony.
Montgomery. Your mother called here looking for Sierra. Now, Sierra, listen to me. Your mother has been in some sort of an accident. They've taken her to Memorial Hospital by ambulance. They don't know if she's going to make it.
Lily. Sierra. Babies.
Ma, what are you doing here?
It's your birthday, isn't it?
Well, I'm not a kid anymore.
Well, I am.
People can't help but help themselves. They just can't help themselves.
Duncan Hines yellow cake is irresistibly moist. See, our batter is moist, smooth, and it makes a cake so moist, it even clings to this fork.
Hey, this one's for you, big guy.
Oh, Ma, you're the best.
Make your best Duncan Hines.
In a perfect world, every stain would be seen and reported. But in the real world, most stains go unreported. Right through the wash and into your dryer, where they could be set for life. But add Biz Bleach to your detergent, and you have a strong second line of defense to catch many unreported stains and remove them before it's too late. In an imperfect world, pin your hopes on this. Unreported stains can't get by Biz.
That's what happens when you air dry.
Isn't that what happens in your dishwasher?
No more excuses. New Cascade fights spots better than ever under tough conditions like air drying. Other leading brands can leave spots. New Cascade's advanced sheeting action leaves dishes virtually spotless.
Beautiful.
Even when you air dry. With new improved Cascade, there's no excuse for spots.
Look at them potatoes.
Where are they going, Grandma?
Mommy, what's happening to the potatoes?
Introducing the chip that's eating all the potatoes. Pringles Rippled Potato Chips. Every can has more potatoes than before, and every chip rippled thick to bring out the extra hearty, extra delicious taste. So eat the chip that's eating all the potatoes. Pringles Rippled Potato Chips.
I told you last night how important getting the job was to me. If you had any more objections, I wish you would have said something about it then.
Well, you already knew what my feelings were.
Well, I thought I did. But I was also under the impression that they were starting to change.
Well...
Steve, look, I can't sit around waiting for you to come home every night, you know? I've got to start growing, and it's time you started growing with me.
You know what? Well, what do you think that I'm doing here, you know? I was a nobody, you know, when you met me, but now I've got a business I own here. I've got some money in the bank. I got some people that are coming to me, I mean, all the time with more job offers, and now, I mean, what is enough growth for you?
Those are your accomplishments. You know, I'd like a few of my own.
We're doing what? What, a part-time job?
Well, what's wrong with that? It's a start. Okay, well, what are your real objections here anyway? Let's be honest.
Okay, just right off the top of my head, we were going to go to Chicago, and it was going to be like another honeymoon.
Well, we'll go. Craig will give me time off.
Maybe, and maybe he won't. You know, look, starting up a new business, besides, you are going to have to work a lot of late nights, and I know that means that I'm going to be sitting home alone.
And how many nights have I sat around waiting for you to come home?
That's a little different.
Why? Because I'm a woman, you're a man?
No! How do you think I'm going to feel knowing that you are out with the guy that you used to be married to and that he is still attracted to you?
Oh, okay, that's it. Finally, that's it, huh? It's not the job you're objecting to at all, is it? It's Craig.
I appreciate this, Mrs. Snyder. I was just walking around. I had no place else to go.
Well, you know you can always come here. You know that.
And I'll be back for the cabin.
No. Don't you worry about that.
Mama, should I set a place for Steve?
No. I was going to drive home alone. Do you want to wash up a little bit? Wash your face and make you feel better. Come on, come with me. Next, stir that stew for me.
Walsh Stables.
Hi, Holden, it's Meg. You must have given Miss Lily Walsh a tough trig lesson today,
What are you talking about? She never even showed up.
Well, she showed up here on the farm. She took a cab all the way out here. Looked like she'd been crying for years. Maybe she and Dusty finally broke up.
Sounds like wishful thinking to me. You tell Mama that I'm not gonna be at the stables tonight, and then I'm gonna come home for supper.
Why, Holden, I wonder what made you change your mind.
Don't get cute, Meg. You remember what I told you.
Sorry. Bye. Oh, Lily, I'm sorry you're so upset. You know, but I got some good news for you. Holden's coming home for supper. The ambulance just called. They're on their way. I want ER3 completely prepped. You understand?
I'm glad you're on duty with me tonight. You're the best there is.
Did the police give any information about how it happened?
No, they don't. She was alone in the car, went off the side of the road down the embankment, that's all.
Why was Lucinda driving alone? She has a chauffeur to drive.
I know. I don't know. She does a lot of strange things. She's been under a lot of pressure here lately. Lord knows what kind of dumb thing she's going to do next.
John, maybe someone else should handle this case.
Hey, come on, Lila. I treated her for her heart condition when she first came to this town. I'm familiar with her medical history. Regardless of what I may feel for her, she's still a patient. I'm going to do the best I can
All
for
right,
her.
I'm sorry. Forget I said anything.
Hey, John, okay, I'm gonna head home now.
I didn't know you were still here.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to get a hold of Lily.
I want you to stay right here and still look for her, all right?
Why?
It's very important.
We're bringing Mrs. Wilson right now.
All right, fine. You stick around. I got to go to work.
Father, what are they talking about? What's Miss Walsh coming here?
She's had a terrible car accident. Please, try to find Lily, all right?
Yeah. The accident report here.
Okay, sir.
She's been unconscious since I found her. She wasn't wearing her seatbelt. From the look of the car, she must have been thrown against the steering wheel pretty hard.
Okay.
I get headaches. You too? So discover what millions worldwide depend on. Aspirin-free Panadol. Nothing you can buy
is proven more effective, and it's easy on your stomach. Aspirin-free Panadol, what the world takes for pain.
Tuesday, Timmy had a fever.
I didn't feel so good.
The doctor recommended children's Panadol.
Because I'm a children.
Children's Panadol, aspirin-free, alcohol-free, sugar-free, with the kind of relief pediatricians recommend.
I feel better now. See?
Today's Crisco oil is remarkably clear, remarkably light. But it's really Crisco's light taste that lets salad's true flavor come through with no oily taste. Now available in the new 64-ounce drip-free bottle.
Lots more dishes to do and your suds fizzled out again. Think your bargain brand is really a bargain? Think again. One squeeze of an average bargain brand can clean only this many dishes. The same amount of Ivory Liquid cleans this many, and this many more, about twice as many. Ivory Liquid has longer-lasting suds than the bargain brands, and those famous Ivory suds can leave hands feeling smooth. Ivory Liquid cleans about twice as many dishes, and that's the simple truth.
Don't tell me you like Linda.
First times.
He does?
She does?
Good times.
What do we do now?
Testing times.
He has a beautiful soul. I'll bet you anything he comes through.
$1 says he doesn't.
Hey, they didn't move the bathroom in here.
Fast times. Wednesday.
Magic.
It's gonna be some crowd.
You bet. An awful lot of people, boy. How many?
Seem a little tense. Anything wrong?
Well, I'm just concerned about Franny being hypnotized. I mean, living through that nightmare again?
Dr. Michaels knows what she's doing.
Well, I know.
Don't worry about it.
Franny, I've got to tell you, first of all, when I was out with Earl Mitchell that last night, we had the most fun. Such a brawl. This is one man who can fight and carry on with finesse and eloquence. Do you know he did not sling one punch? He just slung pies. It's so good to see you smile again. I've missed that pretty smile of yours.
Hi.
Hi, Mom. Hi, welcome. Oh, gee, can you stay for dinner?
I'd love to. Give me a chance to hang out with my baby sister. How'd it go?
Well, Dr. Michaels is very nice. It's kind of hard to talk about everything, but I'll get there.
Anything new with the Marcia Talbot case? Well, I spent all afternoon with her attorney, Jennings Thayer, going over the details of Doug's will. We didn't really talk about anything else.
Well, are they going to claim temporary insanity?
Yeah, and Kevin's murder. The other murders are another story. You see, since Marcia knew that Doug was responsible and didn't do anything or say anything, she's an accessory after the fact. Her cousin, Elaine Hargrove, is pressing for full prosecution in the Strauss case. Well, I think she's right. Marcia Talbot's just as guilty as Douglas Cummings.
I'll get it. Honey, would you call Andy? Hello? Oh, Penny! Penny, we've been trying to reach you.
Honey, tell her I'll be there in just a second.
All right. Oh, no, this is the perfect time to call because Kim is here and Bob is here, Tom is here, and what? Really, when? Penny, hold on just a moment, would you? Just a moment. Tom?
Yeah?
Penny, Penny said she just saw Margot today.
What?
Yeah.
Hello? Who's the lock? Dustin? Hey, will they bring Listen in yet?
Yeah, she's here. Craig, I can't get in touch with Lily. She's right inside. John's with her.
Okay, don't worry about Lily. I'm going to track her down. Where do you think she would be right now? Sierra, she'll be all right.
How can you say that? You don't know any more than I do, Tonio. I'm sorry. Sorry.
It's all right. It's just a shock. Listen, maybe it would have been easier for you if I could have told you when you were alone with me. Sierra, listen. What were you doing with Craig Montgomery?
I'd gone to talk to him. I needed his advice on decision night.
Well, look, I'm your husband now. If you need some advice, come to me.
I know, but it was about Mrs. Walsh. And Craig knows more about what's going on between us than... I can't talk about it.
It's okay. It's all right.
Craig, thanks for calling me. How is she?
Oh, we just don't know yet, Ambrose.
Is she going to be all right?
We don't know. With her, she impacted against the wheel. It was rather rough. And with her medical history, I was very concerned about her heart condition, but that seems to be all right. And what has happened is she has internal bleeding, a few broken ribs, perhaps a ruptured spleen. We're going to do a CAT scan, and we may have to operate. If we do, Sierra, you're going to have to sign as her next of kin.
Me?
Yes, you.
Well, why not Lily?
Because Lily's not of age, that's why.
Oh, yeah, of course I'll sign. John, please. I want you to do everything you can to save my mother's life.
Of course.
Please.
Where's Lily?
She's out in the parlor for Mama. Listen to her play that music for her. You know, we're not allowed in there except Sundays and holidays, but nothing's too good for Miss Lily. You know, she even paid her cab fare to come out here. Can you believe it?
Did you guys find out what's the matter with her?
No. She'd think the Queen was having a kitten or something. She even called Iva to come home because she's so good at calming her down.
I'm on.
I'm going to make some more milk for Lily. Come on, May. Get me a pan.
Hello, Holden.
I was worried about you. Why don't you show up today?
Oh, hi, Mama. I'm sorry I'm late. Hi, Lily. Hi.
I heard you were upset earlier. Are you okay?
Yeah, I feel much better now. Thanks to your mom. I'll get it. It's Steve. I know it's Steve. We didn't finish the schedules today. Tomorrow. Hello.
Hi, this is Craig Montgomery. May I speak to Iva, please?
Oh, hi, Craig. This is Iva. How are you?
Not so good. Look, Dusty said that Lily may have been going out there today. You don't happen to know where she is by any chance?
Oh, yes, I do. Why?
Her mother has been in an accident. She's here at Memorial Hospital. She's in emergency. We don't know if she's going to make it.
Oh, my Lord.
Soon the going to be 1,000 kids here hollering, cheering, and eating.
Eating everything that comes down the aisle.
But soon, some of them won't be feeling too well.
Whether it's John's nausea or Susie's tummy ache, the one that coats is the only one they need. Pepto-Bismol. As it coats, it relieves heartburn, upset stomach, even relieves diarrhea. Pepto-Bismol. For most common stomach discomforts, the one that coats is the only one you need.
Hello, Mother. Hello, Father. And Louis says, I'm no bother. And the weather might get better. But I wish I had my own fresh-smelling sweater.
You miss Downy, I can tell it. April Fresh, just wait and smell it. Only Downy brings that to you. While it brings the softness in, much love, we miss you.
April Fresh Downy.
You give your body the best.
Come on, body, you can do it. Sure you can.
From the best workout to the best deodorant soap.
Safeguard. Give your body the best. Hey, this body deserves it all. Both the most rich, thick deodorant soap lather I can get, bubbling over with the most deodorant soap protection I can get. Clean scent. Give this body anything less than the best. Are you talking to me?
Give your body the best. Give it Safeguard.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you today by Pepto-Bismol. Coats, soothes, and relieves. Pepto-Bismol for most common stomach discomforts. And by Downy, the fabric softener that combines skin-loving softness with the airy April freshness you love. We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
In the heat of the day, on The Young and the Restless.
This little battle's not over with yet. Because if I'm going into the gutter, I'm not going down alone.
Jill Abbott, dangerous when desperate. On Capitol.
You're going to drive me out of this house just like you did Trey and Jordy, and I won't come back.
When Brenda rebels, Myrna schemes.
I am going to put a stop to this.
This is CBS.
It's about that time of year again, and you can see the oldest athletic tournament in the state of Minnesota right here at home. It's the Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament live from the St. Paul Civic Center from March 20th through the 22nd. We'll have all the television action beginning from the opening tip-off Thursday afternoon to the crowning of the Class A and AA champion on Saturday evening. It's one you won't want to miss. The Minnesota State High School Boys Basketball Tournament here at home on 12.
The Southern Minnesota Crisis Support Center operates a confidential hotline. You can call us anytime, day or night. If you have a problem, we can get help for you. Call is totally confidential. You're not alone. Get help for yourself or someone you love. Call 235-3456.
Weather information, count on your friends at home.
Count on your friends at home.
And now part 2 of As the World Turns.
Oh, what's the matter with you?
Nothing. I can't talk to you right now. How long ago?
About an hour. I'm just real worried about how Lily's going to react to this news. I mean, she's already been upset once today.
Yeah, I know. I'll take care of it.
Lily's there?
That's right. Look, I'll take care of everything, and we won't be very long. Okay? Yeah, bye-bye.
What's wrong, Heather?
Holden, I want you to take my keys. I want you to go start my car and make sure that it's warmed up.
Why?
Holden, please.
Okay.
Hey, look what's going on. Where did you go?
Meg, hush. Hush.
You can't talk to me.
Hush. Now listen to me. My mama always said that things always happen for a reason, you know. That got me through a lot of very tough times. And I know that you come here because you're comfortable, right? Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And I'm glad that you do, because I want you to know that you're never alone.
Car's ready to go.
Always be here. Yeah, all right. Lily, now listen to me. I have something to tell you, okay? And I want you to be very strong. Your mother's in a hospital. She's had an accident.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
No, come on. No, I'm going to take you to the vet hospital. I don't know. Holden, I want you to drive, okay?
I'll come with you.
No, Mama, call Steve. I don't know if I'm going to be in tomorrow, okay? I don't know how late we'll be. Bye-bye. It's going to be all right, Lily.
Boy, the way Iva was talking, it sounded like Mrs. Walsh could be really bad off.
Poor child.
I don't know what to tell you. You know, I can bend over backwards to make you happy, but I can't change everything about myself overnight.
I'm not asking you to do that.
Well, you keep telling me to be honest with you, and then you tell me that at the same time I have to ignore the way I feel about Craig. Well, I can't do that. I don't like you being around him so much. You know, I don't like you trusting him after all that he's pulled. You know, and if that makes me jealous, then I'm jealous.
You know, maybe it would be easier if you just started seeing Craig for who and what he is now, and not instead of what he was.
I don't see how you can trust him after everything that he did.
Well, have you forgotten everything that he did? He did save your life a year ago, and has he done anything to harm us since?
No.
And listen, he has no desire to break up our marriage, and he has no designs on me. He's still in love with Sierra, you know that.
Yeah, right.
Just the way he's dealt with losing her should convince you how much he's changed, Steve. He quit his job with Lucinda, he started his own business, he's moving forward. And it's time that I have a chance to do the same thing.
Well, baby, I want you to move forward, but I just wish that you wouldn't do it with him.
Why? Listen, it's a great opportunity for me. Look, he knows how important my family is to me. He's already told me that I can arrange my own hours. Where else am I going to find that kind of freedom?
But look, I'll tell you, that once this gets started, you are going to be working around the clock. And I mean, I just know that's what it takes to get a new business off the ground.
Not necessarily, Steve. Look, let's just make a deal here, okay? Listen, I'll work for 1 month. 1 month. And if either of us have any problem with it, then I'll quit. Is that too much to ask? Well?
Hello, Andropoulos Construction, Steve Andropoulos speaking.
Hi, Steve. This is Emma Snyder. I've asked me to call. It seems that Lucinda Walsh had a car accident. She's in the hospital, and Iva took Lily over, and she doesn't know how long she's going to be over there. She might be there most of the night, and she's afraid she won't be able to make it into work tomorrow.
No, tell her that's okay. Don't worry about it. And, well, thank you for calling, Miss Snyder.
What happened?
Lucinda Walsh just was in an accident.
Oh, no.
Is she here somewhere?
No, she's not here. I've been looking for her all morning. I called.
Oh, I feel so strange signing these.
Oh, Sarah, don't. Signing these papers will just allow us to give her the care that she needs. She may not even need an operation.
Well, what if she does? What if it's decided she does? Who makes that decision? Huh, John?
Yes, he's the doctor in charge.
I think you really should think about putting somebody else in charge. I mean, John has not been exactly responsible when it comes to Lucinda.
Craig. Dr. Dixon is an excellent physician. He's here to save lives. And I happen to know he's going to do everything he can to save hers.
Besides Craig, he is a top cardiologist. I trust her more with him than anybody else here on staff.
Sierra.
I ever get in touch with Lily yet?
I don't. She knows about it, okay? And she's gonna take it from here, okay?
You know, Craig, it's times like this you wish you could just turn the clock back and change the way things happen, you know? Because, I mean, I was there right before Miss Walsh left, and she was very upset, in no condition to drive.
Upset about what?
I don't know. I was trying to ask her, and she kept telling me that she had to leave or something. Mr. Bingham was there. He'll tell you. I'm not really sure.
Thanks. How you doing, Ambrose? Okay?
I'm all right. I'm just worried about Lucinda. You know, in all the years I've known her, I've never known her to falter. Even when she was ill, she had this incredible strength. I've always thought of her as being indestructible. I hope she's going to be all right.
Yeah, well, we all do. We all do. Listen, Dusty tells me that you were with her just before she left her car.
I was.
He also said that she was upset. Do you know what that was about?
Business matters.
I'm not looking for generic answers, Ambrose. Now, come on, she was driving herself the entire time I've worked with her. She's done that, what, maybe half a dozen times?
Well, I tried to let her get Fenwick to take her, but she wouldn't have it.
Why not? Where was she heading?
Oh, for God's sake, Craig, this is not the place.
Look, Ambrose, I want to know why Lucinda was out there in an accident. Now, what was she so upset about? I want you to tell me.
Well, she was upset all day. She said she had this presentiment that something terrible was going to happen to her. I guess it did.
John? John, how is she?
She needs blood, and the hospital is out of her type. I've alerted the blood bank, but I don't know if she can hold on.
What's her type?
AB positive.
That's my type. I'll give her blood. No. Tonio, she's my mother. If she needs a blood transfusion, I'll do anything I can to help her.
Fine, good. All right.
These are the hands of an arthritic. Hands that know painful stiffness in the fingers. These are the hands of Phyllis Grandy. And this is her formula for arthritis pain. Arthritis Pain Formula from the makers of Anacin, now in new maximum strength caplets that give hours of relief from minor arthritis pain.
I have arthritis, but it doesn't have me.
Arthritis Pain Formula.
Constipation is disaster.
Jean Wright talks about Dulcolax laxatives.
My doctor suggested that I try Dulcolax, and I did, and I was very happy.
Predictable Dulcolax tablets and suppositories.
Dulcolax has never let me down.
% longer than ever before. The new copper top battery. When it comes to making them last longer, we never stop.
The big game's tonight. How do you start them off right?
Ravioli. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
She wants a treat, but what's good to eat?
Spaghetti and meatball. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Sure, they love it. And it's good for them, too, because we use the good ingredients you would, with no preservatives. Want to watch out for fats and things like that?
Beefaroni. Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
Thank goodness for Chef Boyardee.
You know, you can do what you want with your face. When your hair doesn't look good, you look terrible. Before I started using Affinity, my hair had a real problem with breakage and lack of fullness. Time really takes its toll.
Affinity is made for hair that time has changed. Its patented formula helps hair resist breaking and thinning, so there's less hair in the brush, more hair here. Fuller hair begins with Affinity. Try new Affinity conditioner, too.
When my hair looks good, I feel great.
Oh, my goodness. Poor Lily.
Yes, she has had a day of it, hasn't she? Yes, she has. I still don't understand why she came out here this evening.
Well, you heard what she said. She was upset. She had nowhere to go. Makes her feel better to be here.
And the mansion she lives in?
Oh, Meg, do you understand? People who live in mansions can be unhappy, same as poor people. Hope you find that out someday.
Yeah, me too. Firsthand.
You know, you really worry me. The way you go on about material things, always wishing that you had more. Makes you very, very unhappy with what you have.
Now, what's wrong with wanting something better?
Nothing. Nothing. But first you have to learn to appreciate what you have so you can build on that. Things don't happen overnight, like they do in those dime store books that you read.
Books?
Yes, books. The books in your textbooks that you're hiding there. And you're supposed to be studying. Filling your head full of romantic nonsense and dreams.
Well, I would have died in Kansas if I didn't have a dream.
Now, that is a slight exaggeration.
You don't know Uncle Henry.
We're not talking about Uncle Henry. We're talking about you. Sit right down there and eat your dinner, and you're not home. You finish that dinner. Hello? Oh, Seth, hello. It's your brother Seth from Chicago.
Tell him I said hi.
They said hi. Oh, Seth, I've been thinking about you. Yes. You know, what with Holden and I for bringing home a little more money, I was wondering if maybe you and Ellie and Caleb could come home for the summer. Oh, yeah, that would be
nothing wrong with dreams.
You think you can make it in time for spring planting?
Okay.
Okay, that'll just take another minute. Honey, I really wish you'd stay for dinner. There's plenty of food.
I can't.
What's wrong?
Oh, well, I have to pick up Danny from Ellen and take her on home. And well, Steve's expecting me.
How come he didn't come with you?
Well, he had a lot of work to finish up. Ivor won't be coming in tomorrow, and boy, I hope my car can make it home. You know, I stalled twice on the way over here.
Oh, now you be careful and drive carefully. We've had enough accidents. Bob says that Lucinda's in critical condition.
I know, it's awful. Mrs. Snyder called us over at the construction office.
Did she say where the accident happened?
No, they didn't speak for very long. We were in the middle of sort of a semi-argument.
About you taking a job?
How did you know?
Well, Ellen told me about it. I figured since Steve has been so against that all along, it could be a knock him down, drag him out.
Well, I don't think he objects to the idea of my working so much anymore. It's the idea of working with Craig.
Craig? Ooh, that's kind of adding insult to injury, isn't it?
I don't think it should be. Craig and, we're friends now. Steve still doesn't trust him, but the job is so great, Kim. That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh, honey. I can understand, though, it'd be a little difficult for Steve to swallow that.
Yeah, well, I told him I'd make a deal with him. I'd work for 1 month. 1 month, and then if we had any problems, either of us at home, that would be my first consideration.
Well, that sounds fair enough to me.
Well, yeah, me too. I just wish that we could work out our problems with compromises like you and Bob seem to do.
Well, we'll do our best.
You're always so honest with each other. That's what I want. You don't keep any secrets from each other.
Let me put this on the table before it gets cold.
Craig's help with the decision. You don't know everything that's going on between Lucinda and me, and he does. Craig, no matter what happens, I am going to be a good wife to Tonio.
Craig, how long do you think it's going to be?
I really don't know. We're just going to wait, okay?
Rusty!
Oh, Lily, I'm still working.
Is my mother, she okay? Is she okay?
Lily, she's in very critical condition.
Oh no, Dusty, she can't die. I have to tell her I'm sorry. No, she can't die. She can't die. Oh, Dusty.
I am telling you that I love my pine cleaner.
We challenged Mrs. Rubin to test her pine cleaner against Spick and Span Pine to see which would clean toughest bathtub grime the best. The winner, Spick and Span Pine.
There is no doubt that it is the most effective thing that I have seen.
And it deodorizes and disinfects, too.
I'm more than willing to change to Spick and Span Pine because it's proved to me that it works the best.
Spick and Span Pine. Among leading pines, it's the best for cleaning bathrooms, or our name isn't Spick and Span.
Announcing big news from Duncan Hines. New bakery-style muffins in a mix. Big on moistness because they're Duncan Hines. Big with natural fruit or real nuts and real crumb toppings. Bake 'em big. Bake 'em moist. Bake 'em delicious. Big blueberry. Big pecan nut. Big raisin and spice. New bakery-style muffins. Only from Duncan Hines.
Where have you been? I was worried.
Long day.
Oh, you're home.
Careful, hon. This shirt's got the dirt and smell of 3 states on it.
Who cared? Whew, what a smell. Right, Buster? Grungy. The shirt's got more than a lot of miles on it. I like this. Something good smelling is just what we need around here. Come on, Tide.
Introducing new Fresh Scent Tide. Tide won't quit on tough dirt or the smell of hard work that comes with it. Heavy-duty dirt or odor, new Fresh Scent Tide keeps going till you know your clothes are clean.
Got a clean shirt?
This shirt's so clean. I'm not gonna let you out of my sight.
New fresh scent Tide. On tough dirt and odor, Tide won't quit.
Ah, so this is where you disappeared to.
I did not disappear. I just came out here to fix the salad, toss it a little bit, and I think it's good to have a salad after the main course. That's a little something I learned from Earl Mitchell.
Ah, this guy Earl Mitchell sounds like an interesting man. I'd like to meet him one of these days.
Well, yeah, okay. But really, Bob, the thing that is on my mind right now is Tom. Did you see how upset he was after he talked to Penny on the phone?
Well, he's worried about Margot. It's natural.
Well, I know that, but... Oh, I just wish I knew what happened. See, I can't help him. I don't know what happened to break them up. But, Bob, you could sit down with him and have a man-to-man talk, and maybe he would tell you what happened.
Lisa, I'm not going to do that. It's up to Tom to come to me. I think the best thing we can do is to stay out of it and let Margot and Tom work it out themselves.
Well, that's easier said than done, and especially when I see Tom the way he...
Mom, your presence is requested in the dining room. There's some question as to the social event of the season.
Oh, I'll be right there, and don't you two dawdle.
Oh, we won't. I'm just going to get a drink of water. Yeah? You asked me about the Talbot case. When I was meeting with Jennings Thayer this afternoon, he said something which is going to have some bearing on the case. I didn't want to discuss it in front of Franny and Kim. Yeah? Well, they're running a very thorough investigation of Douglas, and they brought his medical records up from Texas. Well, why would that have a bearing on anything? They've had his psychiatric records for weeks. They know how sick he was. I know. It's very confusing, but Franny claims that Doug attacked her sexually. What do you mean, claims? Kim walked in, he was trying to rape Franny. That's why she did what she did. I know. According to these medical records, Doug has been impotent since puberty.
Now, what I'm not sure about is the Markham Brothers project. Should we wait until she's conscious, or should we...
She'll be in banking, so I don't know what's going on. Sierra signed off the ability for Dixon to operate.
All right. Really? Want me to get you something? Want to run down to the cafeteria?
No. I'm going to wait until Dr. Dixon comes out. How long does a transfusion take?
I don't know.
Oh, Craig, I'm so scared. You know that?
Okay, me too. I know. Me too. Listen, Lily, I'm trying to figure out what was going on, okay? Now, Dusty says that your mom was really upset before she left the house. Now, do you know what that was about?
It's probably because she got in a fight with
Craig
Sierra
Montgomery
this
here.
Yeah, that's me. What?
Finished my report. They told me in admissions that you know who's going to take responsibility for the car.
Yeah, Ambrose. This is Ambrose Bingham, Mrs. Walsh's attorney.
Thanks. Now, here are the papers you need to claim the car. We've towed it to a gas station near the site of the accident. That's on Route 36, about a quarter mile from Rudy's Cafe.
Well, there's nothing really out there.
No, it's a pretty deserted area.
Well, I'll take care of it. Thank you, officer.
Well, I hope she'll be all right.
Thank you.
Good night.
She told me that she was on her way to a business meeting. There's nothing on that road out there for miles. Where was she really heading to, Ambrose? Ambrose, where was she really headed to?
How is she?
No, it's the same.
Sierra just finished giving me blood.
Okay, well, you make sure that you get some rest. After giving that amount, you really should lie down.
Okay, I'll be back. 6. Must be there. Fine, she knows Martin's death.
Between you and me, my Penelope's a finicky eater, and I admit I've helped. Penny's got definite opinions about what goes into her bowl. This is the taste she's crazy about, and that's why I'm crazy about this new mealtime. New mealtime tastes even meatier. It's marinated in rich, meaty juices to make it positively gourmety. Ask my gourmet how she likes it. Love you too, sweetheart.
New gourmety mealtime.